Thank you so much for tuning in for another interview here on the King Solomon Entertainment platform here on our KS News platform, where we bring to you wonderful commentating of current events, current topics, trending topics, everything that's in the news, entertainment, hard news, everything that you want to hear about. You want to hear the King's perspective. This is what it's all about. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for your support, for your comments notification. Please subscribe. Share the link now. They are in the comment section. We could put them on right now. Make sure you guys share the link and hit the comment section and definitely subscribe. If you want to support us directly, that's the Cash App. And this is the wonderful platform that we have where we introduce to you all the wonderful things that's going on. Here on King Solomon Entertainment. Definitely more great interviews coming up all weekend, all next week. We got the great interviews coming up here on the KS news platform, as well as the Hollywood Now platform, as well as the Cultural Scribe, which is our artist platform. Thank you guys so much for your support. Today, we're going to continue the review. Starz Network, wonderful programming over there. Shout out to Starz, wonderful people over there. I correspond from time to time. I cover their shows. You know, they have P Valley over there, as well as BMF, as well as Ghost Book 2. Power, of course, we love Power when it was on. And all the wonderful additional great programming that's coming down the pipeline. They have a lot of great shows over there, a lot of great programming. Definitely, if you have not subscribed to Starz Network, make sure you guys do that. Thank you guys so much. We're going to continue the review of BMF Season 1. And, of course, we're going to go on to BMF Season 2. We're going to be covering BMF from here on out. Just want to pick up where I left off. Just give a recap of Season 1. Introducing the brothers as they tell a story, the Flannery brothers out of Detroit, the River Rouge and Ecorse area, as well as Southwest area as well, and Detroit, and their rise in the in the game as they tell and they journey their story. As you know, Big Meat's real life son, Dimitri Flannery Jr. plays him. Shout out to director Tasha Smith doing a wonderful work over there. 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson, Randy Hutchins doing wonderful work over there with the show. Love the show. It introduces the brothers as they are, exiting prison, going back to the neighborhood, and then they go back to flashbacks, that is called, of recapping their lives and how they got in the game. Pretty much just being youngsters in the game, living in the environment, inner city Detroit, outside Detroit, and gang infested, drugs infested, doing the war on drugs. They talk about that and how it affected them, how they're maneuvering and navigating with how they rose to be some of the notorious drug dealers in the game in the Detroit outskirts area. Their family, Michi, his brother Terry, little sister Nicole, mom and dad, and it's very interesting how they have a two-family household, and the father and the mother did the best they could. It wasn't that they weren't providing; the father was able to buy a home, and he was able to provide. But when you begin to come of a teenager, a certain age, you want the latest stuff. You want all the material things that a lot of family parents can't afford, whether it's a single parent or whether it's two parents. A lot of things are expensive, and so a lot of kids choose their own way. Like again, we're not glorifying it; we're just journaling the series. It mirrors real life. It's a great story, a story of just a real life. It's a part of our environment. It's trivial, and I just think that they're doing a great job at it. Like I said, it reminds me of other great shows that have done the same thing. It's been a long time since we had something this good. It's a true story, which True Stories always does well, and it's on TV. So it's amazing. So we want to get into the recap. Episode 1 was See It, Touch It, Obtain It. Episode 2 was Rumors. Episode 3 was Love All, Trust Few. Episode 4 is Heroes. We're going to talk about episode 5 and Secret and Lies, and episode 6, Strictly Business, episode 7, The Family, and of course, we're going to say probably another video for next week to finish up season 1. And so pretty much the where I left off was, of course, Lamar exiting jail, and he wants to reestablish himself with the 12th Street Boys. He comes out that everybody has changed, everybody is different, it's totally new youngsters on the scene, and he has to rise into leadership. So he takes out J-Mo and start the rumor that Michi or the 50 Boys, which is their arch enemy, did it. And so hopefully, I don't know, they find out. We got to continue. I think they found out that J-Mo didn't do it because, of course, they're working with Detective Bryant. And of course, they end up killing Detective Lopez. As you know, Kato, he was running the rain with Meech, and he ends up falling. Meech ended up falling, and Detective Lopez caught him and is on top of him, trying to apprehend him and arrest him. And Kato comes behind, and Kato hits him over the head. And of course, he ends up not making it. So this is also triggers the state police, the state division taking over. The local police are working with them to get more cases solved. And it just adds another dynamic to it. Of course, Detective Bryant ended up getting a new partner. Other people are introduced, the leadership. And of course, we talked about Pastor Swift, which is played by Snoop Dogg. Wonderful, wonderful addition. He does a great job as Pastor Swift. Cash Doll, played by Monique Green, does a wonderful job. And Big Mickey, as well as I guess second in command, third in command, because Terry, of course, he's Michi's partner, but the parents don't know. So of course, Big Mickey becomes Michi's right hand, but Terry is his brother, so that kind of causes friction between Big Mick and Terry. But nevertheless, Terry, of course, is great at what he does, as well as Big Mick is loyal, and he's great at what he does as well. And so ends up using Detective Brian, to use Big Mickey as an informant, because he ends up finding a gun with where Mickey ended up shooting Kato, and also the same gun killed J-Mo somehow or another. I forget how that happened, but it was 2 bodies on the gun, and he pins it, or he say he could pin it on Big Mickey, so that way he has Big Mickey being an inside informant to the 50 Boys, as well as being partners with Michi. As you know, he was an informant for Michi. Him and Michi had a partner. He was paying Detective Brian to be an informant, but nevertheless, it goes wrong when his partner, Detective Lopez, get killed. They want answers. He want Michi to give him the killer, and Big Michi said he couldn't do it, and so this is what caused the friction. So now he's after arresting Terry and Michi as a result. Of course, Plugs is always changing. They want to get from under Pat, which is a long-time mentor, as we discussed in the last review. And they also are getting new plugs like K9 and Big L. Big L is female, who only want to do business with Terry and not Michi, because Michi is too flashy. So all these things are happening simultaneously as they are on the rise to become the kings of Detroit. And so Terry's secret is exposed, that he has been dealing drugs with his brother Michi, as we found out that that was the case. And so now you have Lamar, who ends up killing J-Mo and takes over the 12th Street leadership, him and Peel. And also they are trying to take over the business from the 50 Boys. And so this is the rivalry back and forth. So they continue to do these things, and it's just a back and forth kind of of that's just what it is. And so so we are now at Secrets and Lies. Of course, a lot of details as far as them taking robbing each other, or the 12 Street Boys is constantly robbing and doing things to keep Michi from meeting his quotas from the plug and get him in trouble. But of course, the 50 Boys always triumph and they make their quotas, make their sell, and they're constantly pulling themselves out. You have that storyline, they're constantly pulling themselves out of challenges as far as losing the work or somebody robbing them, or losing a plug. This stuff is always simultaneously. And so, of course, now they're dealing with K9, and K9 ends up taking out Big L. And so all these things is happening. I mean, just great show. Just continue to follow the show. Episode 6, Strictly Business. Now Kato is working with Lamar because Kato father grew up with the KB Boys, Killer Boys, and so he knew Lamar, and so also Lamar helped her get out of trouble as far as having some type of murders on her, and he helped her get out of it by taking the case or whatever, or taking the charge for her. So now she's undercover, and that's when she started to secretly deal with Big Mickey. And of course, they ends up finding out because Big Mickey sees Lamar leaving his house one night, and he confronts Kato about it, and he actually loves Kato, and he keeps it from Big Meech until Big Meech finds out, Terry and them finds out that Kato must be messing around with Big Mickey. And so it comes to a head when they now are plotting to take out Lamar. And so they end up killing Kato, and end up killing or shooting or believing that they killed Lamar. Only to find out in episode 8, at the end of the season, which we're going to say that reveal for our next review. But it's been a lot of twists and turns. As you know, Pat is getting high off his own supply, was a big no-no. And they have already kind of come out of underneath the shadow of Pat. And so this is going on. Lamar is trying to get back with Monique, played by Cash Dow, and of course the whole kidnapping of Michi, kidnapping the daughter to get back his work. So they end up getting their work back from Lamar and the 12 Street Boys, and he's trying to get back in good grace with Monique. End up getting back in good grace with Monique, only to jump on Monique, and now Monique is helping Michi and the 50s get Lamar, because they understand Lamar is crazy. Lamar is the ones killing everybody, blaming on others, and that's the twists and plots of the show that makes it so good. And also with Michi and Terry taking over by joining the 50 Boys together with other local dealers. And so this is how they changed the name, because 50 Boys begin to have a bad reputation as far as all of the different turmoil that's been happening in the community. They changed the name to the family, then to the Black family, then the Black Mafia family, which consists of a lot of different street territorial hustlers coming together and becoming one. And that was the vision of Michi and Terry. And this is how they begin to grow. And their vision was to take over other cities, not just the surrounding Detroit and outskirt area, Atlanta and all of the other cities. And so when we come back, we want to sum up season 1, get into season 2 a little bit. We want to shout out Starz for allowing me to be the correspondent, allowed me to cover a lot of their shows. Like I've been doing in the past. They sent me this wonderful, great memorabilia promotional. Shout out to Starz. Thank you guys so much. Continue to support the Starz Network, and we're going to continue to subscribe, continue to follow the shows. Ghost Book 2 reviews is coming. BMS continue to come. Season 1, season 2. Ghost Book 2 Season 1, Season 2, as well as P-Valley. We're going to be covering those shows as well. And hopefully we'll get some of the talent on real soon for interviews. Thank you guys so much. If you have not subscribed, take this time now. The links are in the comments. Subscribe, share. We're going to come back with more great interviews, more great reviews of a lot of great shows. Make sure you guys support directly. That's your Cash App. Thank you guys so much for all the support, all the feedback, comments, notifications. Thank you guys so much, man. And we really appreciate all you guys' help. More great videos is coming. Hollywood Now, Fletcher's Best, King Solomon Entertainment, Power Radio Nation Station. Power Radio Station, Nation Station. Thank you guys so much for having me on their radio show, syndicated radio, every Saturday, patronage, entrepreneurship, as we begin to expand the radio and streaming. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys follow King Simon on all social media platforms. Make sure you guys follow us. Until next time, KS News, King Solomon. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. Bye-bye.